Greetings, fellow traders. Bob here. It's time for the lunchtime market update for Thursday, September the 23rd, 2021. I hope everybody's having a great trading day today. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice. So please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. Good. All right, let's check see where we are at the market here today. So, wow. So, SPX, guys, up 56 points here today. Wow, imagine that. No longer looking like a bearish engulfing candle. It's kind of turning into a hammer, but could be a hanging man. Let's see. We still have a little bit of month left here. It's pretty cool stuff there on SPX. Again, green hammer candle here forming on the weekly chart on this bounce, and daily chart back over the 50-day moving average. Still in a downtrend. Still not super duper confident yet, but gap fill today, guys, and back over the 80 MA and the 50-day so far. So looking pretty good here. It could be interesting, right? If you look at the wave count right here, golly, guys, this is a tough one to say. This still could be a zigzag up. The 618 would have been good. The symmetrical move is interesting. We did fill the gap here. It's hard to say, but it's also tough to fight the Fed. Why are we saying that? Well, because yesterday Jay Powell said that, well, if there's no changes in the economy, then we'll look at doing taper next week. And then this morning on the jobless claims, it was like unexpected jobless claims increased, right? And so, well, if jobless claims are increasing, that's changing the economy, which means no tapering coming into next month, right? In the next Fed meeting. So at least that's the impression that we get, especially based on this huge buying power right here. So pretty impulsive wave right here. Like we said, guys, this could have been the wave down right here. It also could still be a bearish move. We haven't taken out the 886 off of this retrace right here, but we are kind of sitting at the 786 right here, so it's generally looking pretty bullish. So kind of tough area right here. We're still in a downtrend overall in the market, but it doesn't mean they can't push this thing back up to an uptrend, right? So let's just kind of take it here price action by price action. Let's take a look at the SPY and see what kind of volume we got coming in here today on this move. It was pretty decent. We actually saw some increasing volume coming in at the open, but right now nowhere close to yesterday's volume. So we'll see if they do any wild shenanigans at the end of the day today to get that volume up, but still a pretty decent move. SPY again, working its way up here. Let's take a look at the S&P futures. Again, big move today, guys. All about the channel, right? So this channel started on the Evergrande news the other night, right? And so that got things going right here. Formed the channel again. A couple overshoots yesterday, kind of drifted sideways overnight, and then found resistance at the top of the channel right there. And then we pushed our way down here this morning on news that China actually came out and said, talking to local governments, their local governments, and saying, hey, prepare for a failure of this Evergrande. And so that started to bring things down here this morning. It wasn't official news, but it was interesting. But market didn't care. They just care about the stimmie. So we got back above here the top of the channel here today, and really tight, choppy price action going into the afternoon here so far. But it's not without seeing strength in the banks, and the Dow is actually pretty strong today, which we'll take a look at in a little bit here as well. MES, same thing here. Again, just kind of keep an eye on that channel that we drew in the ES. Qs. Again, possible bull flag right here, kind of sitting on the gamma flip level here this morning. IWM, some relative strength this morning in the casinos, airlines, and casinos and banks, right? And those are all pretty heavily weighted on the IWM, right? So we're definitely seeing some nice movement up here. XLF was strong this morning. Again, just continuing to plot its way up. One of the stronger, a lot of the stronger names this morning. JP Morgan, Bank of America. We all pointed those out on the live stream today. The VIX. Let's take a look. So the VIX. Lost the 20 level, right? And it's just barely hanging onto the zone. If we lose the zone there, probably a good argument for the bulls overall, right? Apple, really super duper choppy here today. Tesla, we pointed out a couple of short opportunities intraday here today, mostly just based on this move right here. We couldn't get above the geometric line here this morning. We got really tight triangle breakdown right here to get to our zone, and then a little bit there too. So there was a trade there on Tesla. AMD, we were bullish on this name this morning. I tweeted out a little bit earlier. Gave a really nice bounce and a good geometric breakout to get from zone to zone this morning. So nice stuff there. And the other one that we pointed out intraday with some relative strength here is still Boeing. Very nice move. Got out of the signal zone here today. Some great follow through from yesterday's strong candle. Other than that, we got some requests here, starting with Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, guys, up about 360 here, getting really tight. Again, I'm not still super duper excited about this name. Kramer actually issued a warning on this one. Still below the 80 MA on that, right? So it gets a little bit tough here, and below the macro upward trend line. So a little bit tricky on that one. TMC, this name's been hot. A lot of chatter on this one here. Pretty bearish, right? So actually looked at the 5 puts as potential on this one. Now that this thing's got some got a little bit of negative chatter on it going on there, so that could be interesting. So keep an eye on those. About 50 cents earlier. BB, after earnings, decent push up there. Just kind of running out a little bit of steam here this afternoon. Facebook with a rough day yesterday and getting a nice little dip by here today. So far, about up about almost a percentage point right there, but inside day so far. So we'll see how that ends up closing. Sophie, this was another big name too that we looked at the other day. Possible doji sandwich in the works. Wish got a big pop right here, starting to get a little bit interesting as well. Green, but under the ADMA, so a little bit of caution on it. Tilray. A couple of the pot names have been interesting as well. Just kind of keep an eye on Tilray here. Got a nice gap up, but fading. And then finally Baba, right? So the real question is, how is all this China news gonna add on everything right now? It's still pretty weak here on Baba, so we'll see how it goes. Anyway, guys, appreciate the requests. Right now we're obviously generally leading kind of bullish and grindy, so we'll see how that goes into the rest of the afternoon. And again, like we said, don't fight the Fed. So we'll see you guys at the market wrap. Till then, stay healthy out there. Remember your risk first and stay safe so you can stay in the game.